All right, so things are rolling over. It's a pretty strong push up. The a core chart here, small triggers, very strong below, widening large triggers with agreeing 8 range.
Order
So I'm going to go
pending.
ahead and put a sell limit right here. We're a little bit below the large triggers right now, but that's okay because these are going to be drawn down as this pulls up here. And ideally, the the entry would be inside the overlapping large triggers, like so. The entry would be inside somewhere like this order would be somewhere inside these large triggers and these large triggers. But the first push down, sometimes you'll just get this little small retracement and then a pull back, but let's see what happens.
Order filled.
Okay. Two ticks over the high. What it might do at this point is push back up and get up into these large triggers. We'll see. It depends on how strong this move down really is. Looks like it's going to stop me out, get up there a little bit higher. Oh, maybe not. All right, so that's why we go two ticks over, because a lot of times you get a one tick stop out of the previous high before it runs back down. So we'll see. There we go. Now we've got a prior divergence pivot stop out right here, but this is the first trouble spot right here. So especially since these are turning now. So I'm going to go ahead and just trail a little bit tighter over this, see if it can break through, get down to the target there. Looks like it wants to.
Target filled.
All right. So this is the second trade of the day, and it's almost 40 ticks. So, but just to recap that, you've got the core chart, the 13-2 small triggers. It's very strong below widening large triggers. So that's a bearish indication, but then you want to check the 21-3 to make sure it matches. And we had small triggers below large triggers there as well. Large triggers pointed down. Matching 8 range triggers here, small below the large. And then we had our area, the 20 EMA, inside the favorable large triggers. The only thing that wasn't ideal about this is that the absolute best trade would have been if these large triggers were down a little bit farther and your entry was inside those large triggers as well. But sometimes with this trigger configuration, you don't get that. It just pulls back, and especially if there's a fib right there. So pull back to the fib inside the area. And then again, the management on that. Now, obviously, this is running, but it would be nice to have a runner on there. But the management on this is probably important to point out again too. So once I got the reversal bar, I went 2 ticks behind the high instead of 1 tick because of this. This happens a lot, where it'll pull back just 1 tick higher, sometimes 2 ticks, but 1 tick higher, and then stop out the highs here and then take it down. So it's a little management nuance. It comes in handy. And then the next thing would be, where's our next trade at? So
Order pending.
you could look at taking another trade right here. We've got small triggers inside the large triggers at this point, but these 13-2 or 21-3 triggers are nuclear. So you might get another pullback here to the area and see if that will give us another short opportunity. Pause the video.